Hey, what's up, VC? Nick here, back with another video. Wanted to talk a bit about the UHQR news that came out from Acoustic Sounds yesterday. We are getting an official White Stripes audiophile release. I've been noticing a lot of pushback on this release, a lot of people saying negative things about it. Why do we need this particular title as an audiophile pressing? And for me, as a huge White Stripes fan, they're one of my top 10 favorite bands of all time. This record they're putting out is one of my all-time favorite records. I think a modern rock title like this needs the audiophile treatment. Bands like Radiohead, the Black Keys, the National is one of my favorite bands. These are bands where the pressings are typically very hit or miss. They're often just from digital sources. And I think just having a premium audiophile version of these records is really needed, especially to bring in, that younger audience like me, where I like the classic rock stuff. I like the jazz stuff that's being put out, but I've always wanted a modern title, something that's a bit newer, that's a bit more current, that's getting that kind of treatment. So I'm just very curious about it. I mean, again, I think Jack White and Meg White, what they did as the White Stripes, was unlike anything that's ever been done. I think they fused the blues and garage rock together to create something really special and really unique, and something that bands like the Black Keys were kind of doing, but they were doing it in, I think, a more commercial way. I always preferred the White Stripes and their sound. But without further ado, let me just show you my OG pressing of Elephant. The sleeve here has seen better days. It was a record that I found pretty cheap at my local record store because of just a little bit of sleeve wear here, but the records themselves really sound fantastic. I do think this is a record that personally I think could benefit from an audiophile treatment. I think it's a good pressing. It sounds very good if you find an OG here. But I do think with Ryan K. Smith mastering this from the original master tapes, I think that they could discover something here to really bring some oomph that we may be missing from this. So just really curious about it. I know there seems to be a lot of negative feedback on like why this is needed, but I think it is just a really special record and we need more modern titles like this. So quickly, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the other White Stripes records in their catalog. They come out of the gate swinging with their first self-titled record. Very good album. Very simple. It's very much a very simple garage rock record. I think they would later really peak as a band with Elephant. This is a little bit more just straightforward garage rock, but a very good record. Nice tip-on jacket here. They did some nice reissues of their catalog in the past couple of years that I'd recommend picking up if you are a fan. I think one of the best reissues the White Stripes ever did is this really nice swirl colored vinyl reissue they did of White Blood Cells. And you have here their big hits, We're Going to Be Friends. What else is on here? You got Hotel Yorba. It's a very good record. I think this feels like a very much a step up from their previous work. And Fell in Love with a Girl, that's the song I was trying to think of, that just has this electric energy to it that just smacks you right in the face. And this sounds really good. I know there was some controversy with the ERC release of this record. Obviously, haven't heard that, can't afford the $500 records that ERC is putting out, but I did pick this up for about $30 and it sounds wonderful. So that I'd recommend picking up. I think it is out of print, but I still see them floating around at record stores occasionally. So, and then Vinyl Me Please puts out their record Distill. This is an excellent record. I think the biggest hit on here would be Hello Operator, Again, just a wonderful blues rock track. And this is, I think, one of the best titles that Vinyl Me Please ever put out, in my opinion. I think they did a really nice job on this. Nice job on the cover, and just an excellent record all the way through. And then you get kind of a different direction. I feel like there's more like folk influences on their next record, Get Behind Me, Satan, which has a very nice gatefold jacket here. But another great record that I think, it's not as good as Elephants. I would say their last two records are probably my least favorite because they just don't hit quite in the same way, but still very good, still very much worth having in your collection. And then we get their last record, of course, with probably their biggest hits, Icky Thump. Icky Thump, probably their biggest hit, but Elephant had a lot of big hits as well, especially with Seven Nation Army. I think, that song being played at stadiums really helped them rise to fame. But a good record. There's some sleeve damage on this, but I picked it up used, and the record sounds great here. So I love their catalog. I'm excited about this release. And finally, just wanted to throw out there this complete John Peel Sessions release is fantastic and definitely worth owning if you're a fan of the White Stripes. So love this band. Just wanted to sing my praises about this UHQR decision. I think getting more modern vinyl titles out in the audiophile treatment is really exciting and really just very much needed, I think. So let me know in the comments below what you think of this release. And I'm hoping to do more videos soon, guys. Thanks so much.